there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Love and Marriage Huntsville. You guys know why you are here. Today we are talking ratings, you guys. I wanted to give you guys something. I unfortunately had a terrible travel day. I was supposed to be at my destination, you guys, 8 hours ago. I might do a story time on it because it was just completely and utterly insane, and it was for the most ridiculous reason that I was delayed. And I don't know, I lost count of how many times we got on the plane and deplaned, you guys. It was a disaster. I was ready to just turn around and just go home and have them ship me my luggage. Like, that's how bad it was. But nonetheless, we might talk about that later. So I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit very tired, and I have to catch up on some work stuff, which is the purpose of my travel. And I wanted to feed you guys, though. I wanted to feed you guys because there's a lot I actually want to talk about as it pertains to Love and Marriage Huntsville in particular. I want to do a detailed breakdown of the updates regarding the lawsuit involving the content creators and the involvement of OWN and, of course, one of the quote-unquote Core 6 cast members that engineered all of this tomfoolery in the first place, right? And what the latest update is. And I also want to do a detailed video on Mel's latest live addressing some of the people who claim to hate her, who claim to not be able to stand her, who claim that she's going to be exposed, who claim that she is the mastermind, she is the reason for all of the negativity and all the problems, and nobody likes her. And it's interesting to me, for you to hate somebody this much, you seem to be more in tune with everything she has going on, when she is going live, what she is talking about in these lives, than her actual fans. Can you make it make sense? So we're gonna, like I said, there's gonna be some detailed videos coming out later on, hopefully today, depending on if I get back in time from my traveling after my work stuff is done. But nonetheless, let's get into these ratings, you guys. So, like I told you guys in a previous video, and I said this in a couple of the videos, right? I said, number one, with the ratings being another season low this season, I said there's nowhere else to go but up, right? Because we're going down, 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 and there's nowhere else to go but up, right? But when Carlos King posted that ridiculous Variety article, and which still to this day, if you try to search what was in that article and you try to find a headline about Love and Marriage Huntsville allegedly having 4 million linear viewers of the demographic of the point whatever, you're not going to find it. You're not going to. Because there is no headline. Like I said, it is buried at the bottom of some other, things that are being discussed, other shows that are being discussed. And it just, again, like TVD said, it made up meme. It's giving some people, exchange some things to say, hey, put in a good word because we have a court date coming up. Put in a good word because we are up and it's stuck for potential removal altogether. And we don't want to get canceled, right? But you had no problem ignoring the show prior to that, right? You had no problem telling the people that you were going to run your show the way you wanted to. And that our opinions didn't matter, our suggestions didn't matter, because you were going to do you no matter what. So, as a result of that, the fans decided to do them and black out and tune out, right? So that happened there, right? So, then next thing is the ratings, Carlos King doubles down with Dr. Heavenly on Monday, on the Messy Monday, and she sets it up like, she gives the layup, she's like, oh, Carlos King, congrats to you, record-breaking ratings for Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I'm like, Dr. Heavenly, did you read the article? Do you read your own ratings for Married to Medicine? Do you read the ratings for all Bravo shows? And all shows that stream through the NBC Universal umbrella. There is no way 4 million people tuned in. Even with the latest TV updates for the ratings, you guys, there is no article
like the article I referenced yesterday that supported an update live plus 3-day streaming and on-demand ratings that would, show the bump in viewership, you guys. That would show any bump in viewership. And that's because it doesn't exist, you guys, right? But again, when you are so used to using your platform for nefarious reasons, these are the things that happen. You're so wrapped up in the lie that you cannot humble yourself. You can't take accountability for yourself to say, you know what, maybe I went too far, right? So that brings us to the current ratings, right? So like I said, we have the season low, 238,000 viewers. I told you as a result of this Variety article, the timing of that Variety article coming out just a day before the newest episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, to manipulate the viewers, to manipulate the casual fan into thinking that the ratings are higher than what the people are saying, that, some people were feeding into the false narratives, that people were putting out fake news, trying to put in question the integrity of Nielsen ratings and TV Deets and all of the reputable, platforms that accurately have been reporting on ratings for all of these TV shows for years. It was very disgusting to see that type of behavior take place, this series high out of nowhere. And we know it's all hogwash. There's only one episode ever in the 7 seasons of Love and Marriage Huntsville that actually hit 1 million views, right? So this notion that I'm supposed to believe at the height of all the backlash, at the height of all of these arrests, at the height of, these lawsuits and content creators being attacked and all of these scapegoats being made, all of this beef that's taking place, all of this negativity that's happening, I am supposed to believe that everybody is putting on a unified front and watching the show. No. They're doing everything but watching the show, right? So nonetheless, the ratings went up 48,000 viewers. So previously it was 238,000 viewers, 0.04 in the demo, and it went up to 286,000 viewers, 48,000 more viewers, right? And it went up to 0.5 in the demo, I believe, right? So with that being said, you guys, I told you this was going to happen. I told you the ratings were going to go up, right? And I knew they were going to go up, right? Because, like I said, there's nowhere to go down. When you're going down, there's nowhere to go up. But I told you guys, do not be surprised when the ratings came out for episode 7 and it was going to be close to 300,000. It was going to be close to 300,000 because you have to look at what the season of averages is, right? We have yet to, again, have a significant viewership this season that rivals any previous seasons of the show. And, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, season lows in the demo and season low in viewership, right? So, nonetheless, it has no choice but to go up, but still 286,000 is a far cry, you guys, from 3.7 million. Is a far cry from 4 million viewers, you guys. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. I think, like I said, there were several reasons that this happened. Like I said, I think this was strategic. I think this was intentional to manipulate the viewers and to manipulate some of you and some of the people that you support and you look to give you the ratings, to report to you on the ratings, and to flat out lie and make it seem like we just made up ratings out of nowhere, that we just came up with these numbers on our own, when literally you're crunching numbers that nobody has seen anywhere else. Literally, you have not provided any receipts of where this documentation took place, where this data is located, where the statistics are to back up what you're saying, right? But like I said, these smoke and mirrors are going to start happening, these manipulation games, and this is why you have to be careful, you guys. Listen, I don't care about people wanting to make extra money on the side or having other platforms. That's all well and good. I want everyone to be successful, regardless if I'm cool with you or not, regardless if I agree or disagree with your mode of doing things, right? Or things that you say or the way your actions are, right? I want everyone to be successful, right? Because if everybody is successful, that's less time that you have to worry about what other people are doing. That's less time that you pretend to be a Christian and post and repost Twitter quotes from the Bible from other pastors, but then you get on a platform every single Monday and throw shade at your own cast. That's not godlike. That's not Christian-like. And to reference scripture and start reading out scriptures, but then immediately after that, you're going into the negative? No, that's counterproductive. That invalidates your posting of the quotes from the pastor. That invalidates the reading of this, chapter and this verse and all these things. No. From this book in the Old Testament, this book in the New Testament. No. If you're going to be messy, just say that. But don't invoke God when you think that you are trying to sun somebody, when you think that you are trying to put yourself above, somebody else on some type of moral high ground. That is literally the definition of using the Lord's name in vain, you guys. So that's the other issue that I have with all of this, is the platform now is everybody now wants to get on this platform, whether they're on the show or not, whether they're a relative of the show or not, whether they're a producer of the show or not, whether they're another reality star or not, right? Everybody now wants to eat off Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? But nobody wants to have the real truths of what the problem is with Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is reflective of the terrible ratings this season. But then when you call out the problems with the show, the issues with the cast, how most of the quote-unquote Core 6 cast needs to be removed because they're contributing absolutely nothing to the show. They're contributing more on social media, insulting other people and going back and forth with them on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and in people's YouTube comments than they are contributing on the actual show, you guys. So I'm going to need them to keep the same energy, but everything is just nothing but chaotic. But I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the gaslighting. I am tired of, trying to play in everybody's face and make it look like everybody's, completely lost their mind. And all of this is completely out of nowhere. It's a figment of your imagination that there are severe issues here. But what I don't like is the setup, and what I don't like is this cover-up. The cover-up is always worse than the crime, you guys. And it is very dangerous what is about to happen and what currently is happening, because all of these other attempts to try to take down one particular person has failed. And they finally think that they see an opening, right? They finally think that this could be the season that Mel is completely done with the show, wants nothing to do with the show, and all of these things. And they think that they have finally won, which is why they're going harder in the paint, pushing these false narratives, right? Pushing these narratives that Mel doesn't want to film with anybody, that Mel thinks she's above everybody, Mel doesn't like anybody. Mel doesn't want to show her personal life if she is involved with somebody. Mel conspired to have Martell arrested on purpose so she doesn't have to film with him. Mel is being difficult, not wanting to film because the fat cast is frustrated that they got to choose between somebody. No. Like I said, all of these false narratives, you guys, to brainwash you into thinking that something else is nefarious going on, when the only thing nefarious that's happening are the people that are conspiring to come up with all of these plans. All of the things that people have said that they've accused Mel supporters and millimeters for, I have yet to see receipts on, right? But everybody that is anti-Mel, that is really trying to push this, Mel is doing too much, or Mel, let me laugh at shady comments about Mel, right? Or let me throw shade at my own, right? All of that is okay, right? Those are the talking points you said that the Mel supporters are doing, right? That they're, conspiring together to attack one person. They're conspiring together to go after one person. But what do you call the rest of the cast and production and people from other reality TV shows specifically always having something negative to say about Mel in their videos? And finding ways to bend over backwards to defend Martel and defend his actions. And still, even after his conviction, make him look like a victim. Literally, you have all these networks, you guys. You have Bravo immediately intervening on Kenya and this investigation of their revenge P, right? You literally have Fox Soul that barely is established, as far as I'm concerned, immediately stepping in after all of the chaos of 2 episodes last week. But again, it has amounted to several issues that have accumulated, but everything finally bubbled over. And there was too much chaos at once that they said, you know what? Let's take a hiatus. Let's take a hiatus and we'll revisit in a week or 2 on whether or not this show is going to come back for good. But OWN is sitting here acting like nothing is happening. Carlos King is sitting here like nothing is happening. Dr. Heavenly is sitting here like nothing is happening, right? And then always referencing blogs that are reporting inaccurate information. And information that I've never heard of before, right? To justify the negative and wrong take that they're going to have about Mel. So it's like, it's just a combination of all of this fake news and all of these conspiracies and all of these projections and all these people being triggered because Mel had the audacity to leave Martel for good and make even more millions now than what she did when she was with Martel. And I think that's the real issue at hand, right? These people can't leave their marriages because they're not going to do what Mel's done. Right? They don't have that same mentality. They don't have that same mindset to say, hey, I can get it on my own. I can make something of myself on my own as a single mom, and I don't have to rely on a man. I don't have to legally be somebody's wife just to make something move, just to make something happen. But the problem is, these other wives think that they are not validated, that they are not important unless they're legally somebody else's, spouse. Which is why some people stuck around for several years before anybody put a ring on it. And I can guarantee you, had it not been for this show, they still would be, a girlfriend or a fiance. But it's a cute storyline, right? It's a cute thing to have, but if you're more into your first wife, if you care more about the opinions of your first wife, even in issues that have nothing to do with her and nothing to do with your child together, you are telling the people what you really feel. And if you're out here being reckless, out here at nighttime and spilling over into the afternoon of the next day of a DUI, and more concerned about the timeline of events than you actually getting behind the wheel and having the audacity to take yourself into a single person crash and potentially not put only your life but other people's lives at risk. Instead of getting an Uber, instead of getting a Lyft, instead of getting a taxi, or call your own wife to come pick you up. But all of this behavior, the fraud, the DV with the revenge P, with the harassment in the 3rd degree, all these things that keep happening. People in violation of their gag orders and needing new orders assessed because they can't stop running their mouths. They think this is their big moment, this is their big comeback, so they're on every single podcast known to man pushing false narratives. And now they want to be active on their platform, pushing false narratives. The same people who said that Mel supporters and Melimeters are obsessed with this cast and want to slander and put hate on this cast and are bitter and miserable, these same people are getting on their platforms and doing the exact same thing. They're targeting one person. They're all in agreement. Hey, we're all going to stalk everything Mel's doing, and we're going to continue to slander her anytime we put out content. But we're not allowed to question it. We're not allowed to say anything, right? Because then that's an issue, right? But why can't you tell us your issue? Why you hate somebody so much that does not acknowledge you, that doesn't think about you, and why are you stalking somebody's every move that you claim you can't stand and you don't see it for? And that's the piece that, again, is missing in action, right? So, nonetheless, I just wanted to give you guys a little something, just something to wet your palate. Just something so you can listen to throughout your workday today and everything else. And hopefully, like I said, by later today, as long as my travels back to my home go well, I'll give you guys some detailed comment on some other love and marriage things that I wanted to get to. But I wanted to just confirm that these ratings were going to rate after the manipulation and the lies and the linear ratings that was conveniently reported, you guys, 6 weeks later, and conveniently reported the day before a new episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville to have people falsely believe and think that the show was doing better than what it was, right? Again, a manipulation tactic to try to use to the network, right? But again, I don't see you out there today saying that what TV Deets posted, what Nielsen Ratings posted about your latest episode is fake news. And where's the God is good all the time? God is good, right? Where's that energy today? I didn't see it or yesterday, right? All I saw was repost of Bible quotes again from the pastor, and then the promotion of the interview with Mona Scott, you guys. So again, everything but promotion for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Everything but discussion about Love and Marriage Huntsville, unless it's Messy Mondays with Dr. Heavenly, in which their commentary proves they're not watching the show either. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.